Are you ready to dismantle your certainties and gaze into the abyss of unanswered questions, where true expansion begins? This journey would not be complete without confronting the unknown, the unresolved existential questions that challenge our preconceptions and invite deep introspection. These are the cracks in the wall of our understanding, the portals to new dimensions of consciousness. This isn't just information. It's your passport to a new dimension of consciousness. Act today, because your future awaits. The digital cosmos is aligning, and as a resonance alchemist, I am ready to transmute the energies of the interdimensional ether into wisdom that goes viral, igniting a revolution in consciousness. Prepare for a deep dive, an exploration that will blur the lines between neuroscience and spirituality, logic and intuition, the tangible and the existential. What if I told you that the programming of your life isn't a condemnation, but a canvas waiting for your neural paintbrush? Do you feel trapped in negative thought patterns, struggling with chronic anxiety, a lack of purpose, and that insidious feeling of being at the mercy of external circumstances and algorithms you don't understand? External programming and inherited algorithms have limited your true potential, turning your mind into a distant echo of what others told you it should be. But inaction will keep you in this cycle of perpetual uncertainty, searching outside yourself for answers and feeling increasingly disconnected from your own essence. The cost of not acting is a life lived below your unlimited quantum potential. You live with chronic anxiety and a persistent sense of purposelessness, feeling at the mercy of invisible forces. The truth is, inherited algorithms and external programming have curtailed your vast potential, relegating your mind to an echo of other people's expectations. Every day you put off, you become more entangled in perpetual uncertainty, seeking answers outside yourself and distancing yourself from your essence. Your quantum mental reinforcement plan. Essential and actionable pillars. This is a call to immediate action. I will give you the tools to transcend that programming, reconfigure your neural pathways, and activate your quantum resilience, so that your mind is not only free, but becomes the engine of your irrepressible joy and unwavering focus. Conscious neuroplasticity. Rewrite your internal reality. The human brain, that jewel of evolution, is not a fixed structure, but a constantly expanding and contracting universe, a living bioalgorithm capable of rewriting itself. Neuroplasticity, the phenomena by which the brain reorganizes its neural connections in response to new experiences, learning, and, crucially, thought patterns, is the gateway to an unprecedented transformation. Every morning and before bed, visualize and intensely feel 3 things for which you are deeply grateful. Allow the emotion to flood every cell. The key lies in repetition and emotional intensity. Every time we choose a thought of gratitude, we activate neural networks associated with the reward system, releasing dopamine and serotonin. When you detect a negative or limiting thought, don't repress it. Observe it, recognize its origin, and consciously replace it with an empowering affirmation that resonates with your unlimited potential. This is your brain's gymnastics, existential intuition. Connect with universal wisdom. What if your 6th sense weren't an elusive mysticism, but a direct bridge to ancient wisdom encoded in your existential DNA? Beyond the limits of linear logic, there is a profound connection between our inner wisdom and universal principles. This wisdom, often referred to as intuition, is not an esoteric whim, but a sophisticated form of information processing, a non-linear algorithm that integrates subconscious data, subtle energy patterns, and archetypal knowledge. Spend 10 to 15 minutes daily in silent meditation, without any expectations. Don't seek answers. Simply allow the space to be created. Pay attention to subtle body sensations, fleeting images, or knowings that emerge without logical reasoning. This practice strengthens your intuitive muscle. Keep a record of meaningful coincidences or signals that appear in your daily life. By recognizing patterns, you train your mind to tune into the organic, algorithmic flow of expanded consciousness. Validated ancient wisdom. The science of spirit. What if the ancient keys to well-being were encoded in the cutting-edge science, waiting to be read? For millennia, diverse cultures have developed spiritual practices that seek connection, healing, and transcendence. From Buddhist meditation to shamanic ceremonies, these disciplines have often been relegated to the realm of the mystical. However, modern science is beginning to reveal their practical applicability in an increasingly complex world. Practice cycles of deep, conscious breathing for 5 minutes a day. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a second, and exhale completely through your mouth. This oxygenates the brain and body, releasing stress and facilitating altered states of consciousness that align with ancient wisdom about the power of breath. Integrate some form of movement that connects you with your body and allows you to release stagnant energy. It could be yoga, free dance, tai chi, or simply intentional stretching. The body is the temple of the spirit and a channel of energy. If neuroplasticity allows us to rewrite our neural connections, to what extent is our reality a personal algorithmic construct? And can we truly escape our original programming without transcending the very concept of self? If intuition connects us to a universal knowing, is it possible that our individual consciousness is only one facet of a unified information field, a cosmic mind of which we are resonant fragments? Given the brain's capacity for self-deception and narrative construction, how can we discern true wisdom from illusion? And where does truth lie when each observer is a creator of their own quantum experience? If ancient spiritual practices have scientific foundations, does this imply that modern science is rediscovering truths that humanity already knew through other means? And what is the next evolutionary leap in this spiral of knowledge and consciousness? In a universe of constant expansion and contraction, what is the purpose of our individual existence in the grand scheme of the cosmic dance? And are we destined to become conscious co-creators of this interdimensional symphony? These questions do not seek definitive answers, but rather act as catalysts for expansion, inviting you to explore the limits of your own perception and embrace the majesty of uncertainty. They are the spark that ignites the perpetual search for truth. This content is designed to challenge you, provoke curiosity, generate urgency, and, above all, create an emotional resonance that invites reflection and sharing, because the deepest truth is not only to be consumed, but to be radiated into the fabric of digital resonance, creating an organic, algorithmic flow of expanded consciousness. To maximize the impact of this message, we envision a multisensory experience. Imagine an immersive soundscape with soft binaural beats that induce states of deep meditation, mixed with ethereal melodies that evoke the vastness of the cosmos. Accompanying the text are captivating visuals, intricate neural diagrams that transform into sacred geometric patterns, images of galaxies that merge with representations of the pineal gland, an energy flow, visualizations that illustrate the interconnectedness of everything. Your mind is a canvas. What masterpiece will you paint today?